Hi, I'm Ivan and welcome to episode 20 of my look at the Japanese tech tree in War Thunder. Today I'll be completing the Pearl Harbor triumvirate by looking at the B5N. The Type 97 carrier attack aircraft, or B5N, was codenamed Kate by the Allies. It entered service with the Imperial Japanese Navy in 1937 to replace the B4Y, which was their previous biplane attack aircraft, which had actually only entered service at the start of 1936, and so it really had a year of being produced and in service with the Imperial Japanese Navy. The B5N was designed by the Nakajima Company and beat out its competitor, designed by the Mitsubishi Company, although the Mitsubishi design did have forward-firing machine guns, which is quite interesting. Its fixed landing gear gave it an inadequate speed in comparison to the B5N with its retractable landing gear. The Nakajima design was originally powered by the Hikari 770 horsepower engine. This was while the Nakajima Sake 11 engine, which had 1000 horsepower, was awaiting approval by the Navy Air Force. The B5N2, which we have in here, is has the Sake 1000 horsepower engine and has a more streamlined engine cowling. As you can tell, the early one has an engine cowling more akin to that on the A5M. Sort of juts out from the fuselage. So, the improved engine and aerodynamics made this plane, in the end, actually quite fast for the time period, although in War Thunder you're facing planes which generally can easily catch you. You can only really do about 250 kilometers an hour, which is acceptable. It's faster than a lot of its counterparts in the sort of torpedo lines, but it's nothing spectacular. What is somewhat spectacular is its carrying capacity. It can carry 6 60-kilogram bombs, which is not too impressive, or 2 250-kilogram bombs, which is a bit better. But what is impressive is its 800-kilogram bombs. Now, it's got a ground variant and an armor-piercing variant, and I'm pretty sure the armor-piercing variant is actually just a 5-inch shell with some fins attached, which is absolutely brilliant. It can also carry a torpedo, and the Japanese torpedoes I won't really be covering in this video. I think I might make another video when War Thunder naval forces eventually come out, because the torpedoes of the B5N are probably, or the Japanese torpedoes in general, are probably the best that we're going to have in War Thunder, in terms of how easy they are to use, and their speed and range, etc. As a single defensive machine gun, a Type 92, you can see mounted there in the back as I'm trying to successfully take out this Chiker. This was actually one of the first games I played to get the footage for this, and it turned out to be the best, and well, it's rather amusing and I hope you enjoy it. The B5N saw service pretty much throughout the war, obviously right in China prior to the start of the war, or World War II as most people would consider it. Obviously Pearl Harbor, it saw a lot of service in Pearl Harbor, but also the other major Japanese attacks on Darwin. It was at the attack on Wake Island, Midway, Guadalcanal, basically all the campaign in the Pacific. Even when it started to become rather outdated, it was used by the Japanese in anti-submarine warfare role, radar attached in its wings, and also as a maritime patrol vessel. A maritime patrol vessel given its excellent range. As you see, I actually managed to kill a Chiker, although, well, I want to consider it more of a manoeuvre kill than killing him with my machine gun, although I think the damage I did to his airframe might have contributed to him. I say I'm going to go and attack this lag, but the lag's actually returning home, as is my D3A, although I'm going to cut here. By this time, the lag and the D3A have both crashed due to the damage they did to each other previously. I was trying to engage that AR2 down there, but I couldn't really get a good angle, and and I can see this this MiG is coming to engage me, but my friendly Ki-45 I think is just repairing, or is just taken off I think. So I'm going to attempt to tie up this MiG while waiting for reinforcements. One thing obviously I'm not going to be able to outrun a MiG, but this plane, like a lot of Japanese planes, is incredibly manoeuvrable, so I don't have any problem getting under the guns of this MiG as he overshoots me. I do attempt to get shots off at him, but I'm not going to do terribly well. I will apologise for all the view changing I do in this video, but it's sort of necessary when you're flying the B5N and attempting to kill that MiG. Obviously I don't want to actually get shot at here, so I don't fire when I don't think we're going to be able to get guns on target, but I have managed to slip in right behind this MiG, and I imagine it's really frustrating, because, well, this plane is often considered weak, I suppose, akin to the Po-2 or the Swordfish, in the fact that it's sort of useless in a dogfight, but it's not useless in a dogfight, it's extremely manoeuvrable. Just can't kill anything really, although I did kill that tripod earlier. So I was trying to get guns on the MiG there, but I didn't want him diving on me, so I manoeuvre back around and get on his 6 again, which, I don't know, I just find it really funny being on the 6 of a fighter when you have almost no way of killing them from the front unless you want to try and clip their control surfaces with your own plane, but well, I wouldn't trust Nippon Steel against Stalinium, so I'm going to avoid crashing into the MiG. Did actually nearly get guns on target there, but I think he was quite surprised to see me flying in front of his aircraft. You see, the Ki-45 is now inbound, so I'm trying to find where the MiG is again and get a few more shots in. But, well, this isn't the most accurate gun, and nor does it have a particularly high rate of fire. I think it's only in the vicinity of 500 rounds a minute, so it doesn't actually do a whole lot of damage. This plane, while I say it's very manoeuvrable, it does struggle with doing a complete rollover, given the very large surface area of its wings. I think the Ki-45 should basically be here by now, so I have done my job in tying up the MiG for quite a long time. You can see the Ki-45 is taking shots at the MiG now as I manoeuvre to make sure the MiG can have shots on me. Probably nearly is there. I was quite lucky to bad shot. So I've pretty much baited him for this Ki-45, although yeah, that happened. And see what I mean? Nippon Steel against Stalinium. The Ki-45 crashed and, well, the MiG's still going. He's missing a wingtip, but he's still going, and I finally get a machine gun hit on him. I'm actually not going to let the MiG go here because, well, I've been able to fly aircraft home without a wingtip, and I'd rather not fight the MiG. I'd rather it would just be me and the AR-2 at the end of this match. So, I want to talk about other variants. Well, there aren't really any other variants of the B5N. They introduced the B5N1 and the B5N2, although there were improvements made to the B5N2, notably this is one of the earlier B5N2s. It doesn't have a propeller spinner. Obviously you can put the B5N1 in the game with the less powerful engine. But also, the B4Y is also in the sort of service period that War Thunder goes for from about 1935, seems to be their cut-off point for aircraft, and B54 fits in that. The B4Y, rather, fits in that period. Another plane that War Thunder hasn't put in is the B6N, the Jill, the replacement to the B5N. entered service in 1943. Had a much more powerful engine, 4-bladed propeller, similar armament, although it had an extra defensive machine gunner in the ventral position, and eventually would receive a 30mm in the dorsal position. But I think a much faster torpedo and bomber aircraft would really bridge the gap in the sort of single engines, as eventually that maybe crashes into the water. I got here again because, well, it's just me and the AR2, and I'm going to try and strafe, if you will, these vehicles, because obviously, well, a rifle caliber machine gun easily takes out these vehicles. Honestly, it is actually easier to land and strafe out these vehicles. I've done that before, but with the AR2 flying around, I don't want to be on the ground and get bombed by him or strafed by him with his forward defensive gunners. Anyway, as I was saying, the B6 rather, would make a nice addition to War Thunder and really bridge the gap between the B5N2 and the B7A, which is an absolutely fantastic plane I can't wait to do a video on. Although, obviously, that's going to be an amount of time. So, the AR2 does actually look like he's going for a bombing point, I think, first, although earlier he was trying to dogfight with me, so I think I might be able to draw him into some sort of fight in a bit. So I'm just going to continue to check out these vehicles, although, as I said, it's far easier to land, but the AR2 so close, I don't want to risk being stopped on the ground when he turns around. Not fantastic shooting by me there, but then again it takes quite a bit of time on target to destroy an armoured car. I think where the B5N really shines isn't in RB battles, it's really in tank realistic battles. Or air RB rather than ground forces. It really shines in ground forces because that 800kg bomb is just brilliant. It's got an absolutely fantastic armour penetration. Obviously this is the ground version rather than the actual armour piercing bomb. The armour piercing bomb is nearly useless. I don't think it even does anything in naval forces yet. But yeah, it also has quite a big radius. It's very much akin to the 1000kg bombs that some of the Stukas can carry. So the AR has bombed his target and has turned around. I'm going to shape out another ground vehicle here, because the AR2 seems to be spinning around those bomb bases. I mean, this is the gun arcs on the P5N's defensive gunners are really quite good, especially in comparison to something like the Kai-52 I covered last time. But the AR2 actually does seem to be coming over to engage me, so I travel across the direction he's travelling in, and then turn around and underneath him. As you can see, he's locked up and crashes into the ground. So that is the entire enemy team defeated. 2 technically given kills, but I'd consider pretty much all of them manoeuvre kills. I don't think any of them really could be considered proper kills. But you see, the B5N, despite not having any forward armament, can be very fun to fly in air realistic, and is really one of my favourite planes in War Thunder. So these are just a couple of clips to show how you can use the B5N2 in ground RB. The first one is using it as a level bomber, because that 800kg bomb, it doesn't really matter if you don't have to hit particularly close to your target in order to kill him. I couldn't really see anything there, although there clearly was targets there, but I wanted to hold off my fire. So I'm basically just scouting out. I can see something moving towards my self-propelled gun down there, the one by A. You see that Studio had a 1,000-kilogram bomb and managed to get 2 kills, so if I dropped my 800-kilogram bomb earlier, I probably would have gotten a couple of kills, but oh well. And unfortunately I'm not able to get any more kills in either of these clips, but well, let's look at the draw. It's just finding a match where your opponents have clustered like that and I just wasn't able to. Yeah, you can see I dropped from level and fly immediately back home. As my friendly calls for help, I'm going to drop behind this the tank advancing on him. It's a Valentine by the look of it, which is very, very good armour for this sort of tier. You can see made absolutely mincemeat out of it. So that's the first clip. The second clip is being a bit more aggressive in your attack run, so rather than level bombing, the bomb sight actually still works when you're diving. Which can make for a much more accurate drop. Which you can see, which this clip will hopefully show. So yeah, being at 1.7, it's a very good plane to sort of match up with your low BR Japanese tanks, so the Chiha Kai, the Ho-Ro is at the exact same BR as it, so yeah, as a ground strike aircraft, this is probably the best low BR one. There's an argument to be made for the B4Y aircraft, or some of the slightly higher for the rank 2 aircraft, and I'll make that argument in my next video because that's what I'll be covering. I'll be covering the B4Y dive bombers. Here you can see that I saw a plane over the AO, so I decided to not engage because, well, if there's one thing this plane doesn't like, it's dogfighting when it's trying to drop its bomb. It's only really super maneuverable once it's gotten rid of its load. But yeah, this is arguably the best ground strike aircraft the Japanese have for BRs 1 to, I don't know, 2.7. Certainly by 4.3 you've got the B5N2, but there's nothing to really bridge the gap unless you want to take out a twin-engine bomber. The B4Ys I'll cover next time, but there's nothing with an 800-kilogram bomb at that sort of tier. So here I'm trying to take out the tank just around the rock from my friendly there by that patch of trees. So here I have to get the bomb just over the cliff, obviously not too far away, so I drop it. And you see the bomb sight still works, and I can dive and easily take out that Panzer 4, I think? Panzer 3B. So yes, the B5N is a fantastic little aircraft. Probably the best ground strike aircraft the Japanese have at rank 1. I've been Alexander, okay? Thanks for watching.